The whole world is hooked on Extraordinary Attorney Woo, and now it's time to reveal some of the behind-the-scenes secrets that you probably don't know about. Based on a real person. Although the drama is all fictionalized, the main character of Woo Young-woo seems to be based on a real scientist. This was pointed out after many people found big similarities between the two, and the production behind the drama confirmed it. The scientist in question is Temple Grandin, and she became a renowned zoologist. In her early childhood, just when she was 2 years old, she was diagnosed with autism, and she was told that she would spend the rest of her life in a care facility. But Temple graduated from university and became one of the most influential women in the USA. In fact, thanks to Temple's research and humanitarian work, she helped to introduce human and fair conditions for animals on farms. Temple designed facilities that were introduced on 60% of North American farms and made a big change. As you can see, the similarity between Temple and Young-woo is there, and it's amazing to know how inspiring the show actually gets. Sold out items. With the success of the drama, it's impossible to expect that people won't go crazy for the actors. Especially Park Eun-bin and Kang Tae-ho have been getting so much attention that people can't get enough of them. The craze got so big that some of the items that are seen in the drama got sold out even though they weren't part of the product placement. For example, the cross-shoulder bag that Young-woo is wearing is nowhere to be found anymore because it became such a hot item to have. Same goes for the whale products like keychains and the clock, they're all out of stock. Well, it looks like it's safe to say that people are starting to love whales now, and I hope this drama can help to raise awareness about the protection of them as well. It almost didn't air. Before the drama hit our screens, there were some small setbacks that made it hard to actually air. First issue was that the drama was supposed to be produced by SBS, but it ended up being produced by ENA. There's a rumor going around that before SBS, the drama was actually supposed to be fully produced by Netflix. Now, according to this rumor, ENA found out about this and invested a lot of money into the project so they could get a hold of it because they believed that the show would be a hit. The second issue the production had to deal with was getting an actress to play Woo Young-woo. Park Eun-bin originally rejected the offer and accepted it only a year later. She initially rejected it because she didn't want to offend anyone and was worried about the portrayal of an autistic character. And the third problem that was presented before the production was to find a professor who would help them work on the drama to make it as authentic and as real as possible. Professor Kim Byung-gon, who became the show's advisor, wasn't keen on accepting the offer at first either. He said that if you describe autism well, people will only see it as a must, and if you describe it incorrectly, social displeasure will be enormous. After some convincing, he accepted the job and became the show's main advisor. Auditioned for someone else. It's not unusual for actors to audition for one character and end up playing a completely different one. This also happened with Extraordinary Attorney Woo, as the actress Joo Hyun-young auditioned not for the best friend of Young-woo, but for her colleague in Hanbara, Choi Soo-yeon. In an interview, Joo Hyun-young ended up revealing how she landed a role that was different from what she wanted. She said, "I wasn't confident in the role of Dongurami. It was difficult and burdensome because it was such a funny role. I told the writer and director that I had prepared for the role of Choi Soo-yeon, but they said that there was an actress they had in mind for Soo-yeon. I overcame the pressure and joined the drama because the director encouraged me to create Dongurami together." Well, Hyun-young definitely doesn't regret this decision now because her character is absolutely priceless and people are loving her. Very expensive to film. With dramas like Extraordinary Attorney Woo, it doesn't come as much of a surprise when we say that it was really expensive to film. According to the information online, the drama cost around 20 billion Korean won to make, which is around $15 million. The cost was divided into several things. For example, not only did they have to pay the cast a big sum of money, but the Hanbara Lam firm set was all built new. On top of that, the CGI effects in the drama are also very expensive. When we see documents flash on screen while Young-woo is searching for information, or when we see the graphic whales, all of it has to be paid for in big sums because CGI is notoriously expensive. Now, the public wasn't told how much the cast earned, but it's rumored that Eun-bin snatched a pretty big check. This rumor is going around because when she originally rejected the offer, she was filming the drama King's Affection, and so the production company behind Extraordinary Attorney Woo probably wanted to make the offer more enticing. Well, she deserves every penny for her performance in the drama. The meaning of the hackberry tree. This tree has a very important role in the 7th and 8th episode as it helps Hanbara to win the case. The hackberry tree gets recognized as a natural monument at the end of the 8th episode, but before that, we can see both law firms meet underneath it with the fellow judges. What if I told you that this tree has a much more important role in the overall story though? Due to this tree being found usually in places that are a boundary between rivers and lands, people pointed out how it acts as a boundary not only between Hanbara and Taesan, son, but also between Woo Young-woo and her mother Tae-soo-mi. As the tree is recognized for its importance and beauty, Young-woo also reveals the secret to Tae-soo-mi, and that's how the tree became the symbol of their relationship. First reactions. If there's one thing we love to hear about, it's the first impressions and reactions. In this case, they're very mixed. Kang Gi-young revealed that when he first got a short part of the script, he knew he had to get the role. He was so dedicated that he said, "I will definitely do this. I have to do this work even if I have to grab the legs of the writer and the director's trousers." And well, he got the role. But Park Eun-bin recalled in an interview the first impression she had of her co-stars, and trust me, it's wholesome. She said while laughing, "I don't know why, but everyone looked tired." Eun-bin met Gi-young at a reading session and Tae-oh later as well, but they both apparently looked exhausted. Now, Yoon-kyung was very shy according to Eun-bin, but they became so close that they're now literal best friends outside of work. Secret behind the whales. When watching the show, we're met with a whale scene every single episode. These whale scenes are usually real clips of whales, but there are also some CGI whales that were created during the post-production process. But many viewers were wondering how they got such great shots of whales in the series. The truth is that the production company bought footage of real-life whales of different kinds, and that's how they were actually able to use it in the series. Now, the real question is, what do these whales symbolize? In popular culture and literature, whales are usually something that we humans cannot reach or cannot fully understand. But they're also a symbol of motherhood, compassion, and unconditional love. Combining all of these elements together doesn't seem like a weird thing to do because, as we know, people who are diagnosed with autism are often hard to understand and struggle in society. At the same time, though, they deserve love and compassion just like everyone else. That's the story of the whales. Leaving at the peak. If there's one thing people are heartbroken about, it's the future of Kang Tae-oh. Now that he has become so popular and everyone is swooning over him, we'll have to say goodbye to him for 2 years. Tae-oh revealed that he decided to enlist in the military before the drama even aired. But now, since the drama became such a hit, Tae-oh is receiving new acting offers and advertisement deals on a daily basis. However, he said that he won't change his mind and will enlist nevertheless. The whole thing got so big that netizens started to beg him online not to enlist yet. There were even fun posts made about how people started to search for 600 people who would enlist every day just so Tae-oh could stay at home and keep acting. It's definitely unfortunate that he's enlisting now, but he promised that once he's back, he'll get back to acting right away so we won't miss much of him. Hidden detail. Now, this detail is absolutely mind-blowing, and it might be just a big coincidence, but it's still just as amazing. In the first episode, we see a flashback to see how Woo Young-woo started to first speak. She says, "There comes a day for every parent when they ask themselves if their kids could be special. For my father, that day was November 17th, 2000, the day he found out that his daughter was an autistic genius." Now, according to a detailed analysis made by some fans online, the colt's foot is a birth flower on November 17th, and it stands for justice. I know, it's a crazy thing, but who knows? Maybe the director and screenwriters were so ahead that they pre-planned this whole thing. That's it for today. Share your thoughts in the comments. Bye, guys.